record. So in this week, week number 3, we left behind the first topic, personal information, and we begin with topic number 2, opinions, which is always a very good topic to practice English because to give opinions is difficult. To give opinions is not difficult, is interesting, is challenging. So to give opinions in English is even more interesting because you have to think first about the opinion and then how to say it in English. So that is the thing. My invitation as first activity is to watch a video that I'm going to share the link in the chat, okay? So that is a link for the video that you're going to watch in Spanish. Por favor, véanlo, haga el link y véanlo fuera del Zoom porque no se ve muy bien si lo comparto yo. Así que, so this is the first activity. It's just a short video of 4 minutes in which a teacher introduces the topics, this topic of opinions, and will give you some ideas and some expressions on how to give opinions and how to ask for opinions, okay? So please now watch the video and we get back in 4 or 5 minutes. Thank you. I don't know if you have any questions about the video. Maybe an expression you want to check or clarify or whatever. Any questions about it? Everything was clear? Absolutely? That's perfect. Okay. And do you have good memory? Can you give me some forms on how to, some expressions on how to express and give opinions in English? Very good. And some questions that you can use to ask for opinions. The most typical is what's your opinion, of course, but more. Questions to ask for opinions. Did you like it? That's very simple and very effective. What do you think about this? Yes. What's your opinion? And there were 1 or 2 more sophisticated ones. What's your take on that? Ahí la escribo al mismo tiempo. Y la otra era... something like, what are your thoughts? Or, también la escribimos al mismo tiempo. Or, have you given any thoughts about it? Pensamientos. So those are. And what's your take is something like in Spanish, ¿cuál es tu mirada al respecto? Tu punto de vista. Yeah, it's something a little bit more informal, but it's the same idea. Right? All right, perfect. So now I'm going to show you, and you can go to Material Docente no Cursos and open and download a Word document called Agreements and Disagreements, or to agree or disagree in English. Please go there, Material Docente, and open that document. Right? That's our next activity. And in this activity, you are going to speak and you are going to try and give your opinions about different situations, about different phrases and opinions that will have to make you react. And how you will react? By agreeing, estando de acuerdo, or disagreeing, estando en desacuerdo, with each of these opinions. So let me show you that and give you perhaps an example first. So this is a document which is in Material Docente, and the instruction is very simple. You have to agree, estar de acuerdo, or disagree, en desacuerdo, with the statements, which are opinions, from 1 to 10. And you will react first by using one of these 5 possibilities. I'm going to show you the example and react using the 5 answers with number 1, okay? Number 1 says that Coca-Cola is the best drink around the world. Okay, let me give you all the examples. 1. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Coca-Cola is so delicious, so yummy. I drink Coca-Cola every day. I couldn't live without it. Number 2. Yeah, I agree. I like it. Especially with ice cubes and some pisco sometimes. It's a very good drink. Okay? Number 3. I don't mind. I don't know really. I never drink Coca-Cola, so I cannot tell you if I really like it or not. What I can tell you is that I really like other drinks, such as juice, for example. Number 4, I disagree with you, my friend. I don't like Coca-Cola. It's too sweet, and I think it's unhealthy. Yeah, no. I prefer to drink other things. Number 5, I completely disagree with you. I think that Coca-Cola is, first of all, bad for you, very bad. It contains tons of sugar. It's very unhealthy. It's very expensive. And I think that it should be prohibited in schools, for example, and in some other places. Okay, that is my example. I hope you can get the idea. For number 1. Now I'm going to divide this class into little groups of 3 people, I hope. And you're going to go through to numbers 2 and 10, and you're going to react with one of the phrases in 1 to 5. And then you're going to develop your idea and say why. Explain more, the same as I did in the example. So first you react and then you develop your opinion. ¿Les parece? Sí, se ve borroso, por eso les pedía que lo descargaran. ¿Les parece que yes? Espe me dice yes. So you have to practice first react with one of the 5 phrases, and then you, in these little groups, you're going to discuss more and express your opinions. Try not to fight. This is only an example. And try to be as fluent as possible in English, ¿ok? Voy a formar los grupitos ahora. So, for example, what's your take on the topic of becoming vegetarians? That we should all be or become vegetarians in the future. Do you agree, disagree? Completely, absolutely? Very interesting. Marco.
It's it's complicated.
Yes.
Because one for one hand, o como como por una parte.
Yes. On one hand.
On one hand, will be good for the animals. But such change in the world will be so much difficult because change the diet of all the world. It's a so big proportion of case.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you, Marco. I think it's a good idea, but it can be very complicated to implement. Thank you. Fernanda says, I agree with that because we have to decrease meat consumption. Yeah, I agree with that also. And I think that animals are paying all the consequences of our habits. And I believe the same as Fernanda that people eat too much meat. You know, we could change that and take proteins in some other form. Yes, I agree with your views personally, but for me, honestly, it could be very difficult to become a vegetarian because I love meat. So it's a matter of personal likes and also a matter of habits. You know, I'm not so young, so I guess that for me it could be difficult to change that habit. But I think it's a very good idea to try to change it if possible, at least to decrease the consumption of meats. Right? And what about your thoughts about transport types? The phrase says that the best transport type is the bike. Do you agree, disagree? What can you tell me about it? Very interesting again. Well, if I give my personal answer is that I don't know. Maybe it could be the best transport for some situations when you have to travel a short distance and when the weather is good and when you want to do physical activity, but not in all the occasions. You know, for long trips, for example, it's not the best, definitely. Yulisa says that she doesn't know how to use a bike. Oh, Yulisa, you have to learn first. It's not very complicated. My problem is that I know how to bike, but I never bike because I'm a lazy bastard. Do you have any other opinions?
Yeah. No.
Again, very good.
The bike isn't the best transport because for long distance is so much effort.
Yeah, it's not effective
And it's not that massive than electric train.
Uh-huh.
Good. And personally, for short distance, I use rollers.
Uh-huh. Yes, I walk in my case for short distances. Yes. So yeah, we have a similar opinion, you know. It depends on the distance. For long distances, no good. For short distances, you can use a bike, walk, or maybe skates or rollers. Yeah, you have some different options, right? Okay, thank you, especially to Marco and to everybody else, to Fernanda, Yulisa, and all the ones that participated. Yulisa, Fernanda, etc. And I don't know if you have any questions before we continue to the last part, which is explaining blog number 1. Fernanda says that she agrees with the bikes, with the topic of bikes, because it doesn't pollute, yeah, like a car, but it only serves for short transfers or distances. Yeah, similar opinion here. Yeah, it's absolutely, the bikes are absolutely more cleaner, sorry, than cars, for example, or any transport that uses fossil fuels. Absolutely. Okay, let's go to the blogs. Uh, everybody has done the blog, I imagine. Everybody posted their link on the photo, I imagine. And everybody has written their short introduction or personal introduction, right? Good. If you haven't done it yet, you have to hurry and do it now. Because now this week we're going to start using the blogs officially, and this is going to be the first evaluated activity. You're going to give your opinions on some situations, and that is blog post number 1, the first evaluated activity from the blog. So now I'm going to show you my blog, que a todo esto es el primero del foro. So anytime, each time you have a blog session, you have to go to my blog to check instructions and to check my examples. So let me show you that to continue my explanation. Si lo ven borroso, váyanse a mi blog. Ya está en el foro y váyanse directamente a él. En el foro es ernestosangüesaveterinaria.blogspot.com. Yeah? So this is it. Blog post number 1, my opinions. Instructions. Choose only four of these questions. You have very many questions here. You choose 4, the ones that are more interesting for you. For each of them, write a 40 to 45 word response describing your personal opinions on the topic. Total number of words for blog post number 1, between 150 and 200, approx. And leave comments on 3 of your classmates' posts. Van al foro y visitan 3 blogs de sus compañeritos, al azar, los que quieran. And also you make a comment here on my post. So in total, you have to make 4 comments. What are the questions? These are the questions. You are going to choose only 4. What is your opinion about legalizing guns? About nuclear power? About immigration? About buying and not adopting pets? About having an exotic pet in the house? About legalizing marijuana and other drugs? About climate change? About cloning, el clonamiento, el clonaje? About recycling? About animal testing? And about the legalization of abortion in the 3 cases. Those are the questions. You have to choose 4 and write your opinions. I wrote only 2 examples. You have to make 4, remember. Estas preguntas no están arriba, son otras. What is your opinion about cellular phones? I think that they are a good device because we can communicate with people easily. On the other hand, a bad aspect is that they produce radiation which can provoke cancer and some other problems. In my opinion, the use of cell phones should be regulated, especially in public places such as schools, hospitals, etc. But in general terms, these gadgets are great technological means of communication. Okay, you can leave a comment to me about this or about this one, or about both. What is your opinion about women in the military forces? I don't have any problems with women being part of the military forces. I think that each person is free to choose what they want to do with their lives. Maybe in my personal case, I would not motivate or encourage my daughter to follow that kind of activity. But I wouldn't stop her either if she really thinks that is what she wants to do. Right? So that's it. Now, before we finish, do you have any questions about vlogs and what you have to do? Fantastic. Marvelous. Great. Pero hay una pregunta que falta, que no aclaré y que me la han hecho los otros dos cursos. A ver. What is that question? Ok. ¿Cuándo? Hay dos fechas. Publication, la publicación de sus opiniones en el blog. Publication is of blog 1 is como fecha límite este lunes, Monday, 12 horas. Publication of blog 1, Monday, 12 horas. And comments, ¿por qué después? Porque obviamente tenemos que esperar que esté todas las opiniones para poder comentar, ¿no es cierto? Comments, que son 3 a compañeros y 1 a mí, miércoles de la próxima semana, obviamente, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Y ahí estamos, con tutti listo. ¿Qué tienen que hacer esta semana? What you have to do this week after the class. If you want, you can watch the video of opinions again. You can practice with the Word documents of agreements and disagreements more. Okay? You can write your opinions and then you can speak. And the most important thing, which is obligation, is to do blog post number 1, 4 opinions. And then make the comments on 3 of your classmates' posts and on my post. And with that, we are ready. Me preguntan siempre por el tipo de comentario, un comentario breve, dos frases, y que denote que leíste el post de tu compañero y dices algo coherente, algo interesante sobre el mismo. Eso. Creo que he sido bastante clarito. I don't know if you have any other questions. Antonia me pregunta, ¿los comentarios que hacemos a nuestros compañeros tienen también un mínimo, como te decía, un par de frases, ¿ya? No sé, 30 palabras como máximo. Cortitos. Por ejemplo, si alguien opina sobre algo, tú dices, oh, estimada amiga, I have the same, I feel exactly the same as you. I completely agree with you. I think that recycling should be compulsory all around Chile. ¿Ya? Viene mucho al caso comentar usando el agree, I disagree, etc. Y después explicar lo que tú piensas. Hola, hijo. I'm going to finish now, my boy, so we can play. Wait for me just a minute. My son, Gustavito, who is only 5 years old, speaks in English with me. Gustavo, can you say hello? Say hello. No. Speak. Hello.
Hello.
Did you listen to him? Dile, hello guys. Now, the hello guys.
Hello, guys.
Yes, that's my super boy. Okay, sorry for la chucheria. That's all, my friends. If you don't have any other questions, we can say bye-bye for the moment. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy your blogs, and don't forget of your English practice. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
That's my boy. Waka waka. Yeah, we will play Pac-Man in a second. Bye-bye. Cheers.
Mira.